So that was not part of this meeting. It came to us at very short notice. So I am Vartika and I look after furniture sector at Invest India. So we have multiple sectors we look at under consumer goods, that is toys, furniture, beauty and personal care, etc. So I will give you brief about furniture sector globally in the world. I am sure you know better than me. But I would like to throw some light on the sector at first and what Invest India do and how we can assist you in terms of what we do. Next. So, firstly, we would like to throw some light on India's story, how India is growing. So, we are the third largest economy going to be, and we are also growing in terms of exports to other countries, and that is the agenda of our PM as well, that we should export more, manufacture more. So once we have that ecosystem in India, that is how we can start competing with countries like China and Vietnam. Next slide. So this is about basically India. We are we can capitalize on our youngest working population, that is 28 years of median age. The total exports from India were 770 billion US dollars in the financial year 23, and the capital expenditure by the government under PM Gati Shakti plan was 35.4% of the GDP. Next. These are the how world is looking at India. So basically, the news, how global media is covering India, how India could be a growth story. So it is also a motivation for Indian companies to be very positive and look for expanding their manufacturing capacities to cater the demand in India and for the world as well. Next slide. Next. So this is previous slide. So this is how the per capita income is also growing in India, and we are also moving towards more of the households are projected to increase from 307 million from 2021 to 356 million in 2030. So we have steady capital growth income, and more of the population is now getting into the middle class. So there is rise in disposable income as well, and then technically more demand for furniture as well. Next. These are some of the initiatives by the government of India. It is not focused on furniture sector, but it helps when you plan to expand manufacturing or exports from India. For example, the main agenda is to ease the doing of business in India. So there are not so many licenses. The first is new corporate tax code, which has decreased the percentage as well. Then custom bonded warehouses, where duty exempted on domestically manufactured goods for exports. And then there are remissions of duties and taxes on exported products. So there is reimbursement of taxes by the government if you have incurred any of those costs while you export your goods from India. Then there are digital initiatives as well, like National Single Window System, like Unified Payment System, ONDC, where you can, just like Amazon or any other platform like Flipkart, government have their own ONDC platform, where you can get yourself onboarded and sell to the larger population. For logistics reform, we already know that we have this National Gati Shakti plan, which is for connecting logistics within India, building roads, building highways, building railways, all of that. Next. These are the industrial corridors under the PM Gati Shakti mission. So I have already shared this presentation with you. So if you want more information, that is already with you. Now the Indian furniture opportunity. So Indian furniture market is around 25 US dollar billion, which is growing at the CAGR of 10.9% year on year, and our exports are also increasing at 11.9%. So India is the fourth largest consumer of furniture in the world and fifth largest producer of the furniture in the world. And the good part for us is companies like various global brands, like European brands who are pretty much into furniture. So they want to shift from China, Vietnam to India because Vietnam market is already saturated. So these are some key geographies where Indian furniture players can look at. US the highest importer of furniture, which constitutes some 38% of the total exports. Then there are countries in the Western Europe, Germany, France, Italy. So we can target these countries for our exports basically. And so how Invest India comes into the picture is we are connected to embassies and their investment promotion bodies in those countries. So if you have the capacity, if you plan to export to these countries, because what happens is when we talk to these companies, they say most of our furniture is being manufactured in China and we want to shift our base from China. But we want to understand if Indian players are ready to cater to our demand. Because even if they go to Vietnam, Vietnam is a very small country. It cannot cater brands like Ashley Furniture in the US or furniture players in the Europe. So that is how we connect Indian players to foreign players in terms of manufacturing or sourcing. Then these are some specific policies related to furniture. So there is already an international furniture park in Tamil Nadu, and last time when we met Shailesh ji and Amit ji from AFMT, they also proposed that they are looking forward to a furniture park in Maharashtra, where the government will provide all the incentives, etc. So we will put your representation forth with the ministry and see how it turns out. And then the government is also developing standards for furniture so that they can restrict imports from countries like China again. Next. So how Invest India comes in picture? Rohit, would you like to explain?
So the logic is simple, I'll tell you. What we are trying to do is fix the supply chain specifically to the brand who comes to us and tells us that we want to source from India. If a toy company comes today and tells me I want FSC certified goods so that I can find an OEM partner and manufacture here, my job is to weave that together and tell that I have created that domestic value chain for you. Now you can source. So for instance, he said that we can't get FSC certified wood in India. I have found someone and green certifications company sitting out of Sitapur who does this. I have found someone in Rudrapur who has a plantation in Poplar which is FSC certified. Now I'll have to pick an OEM partner in Chennai who has the manufacturing capacity to do it for Melisenta. Now, stitching together this entire value chain is our job. We'll do the same thing for you, but all we need from you is support and willingness to sort of extend the hand as we reach out to more and more people who want to invest in India. As Vartika said, I am telling you honestly, every major company, Sudhanshu here from Profile as well, every major company is looking at a China plus one strategy. This is not something you read in OPEX. I am telling you because I talk to those companies and they are looking for it, but the sector here, especially non-tech consumer sector, is so informalized and so fragmented that we need your support to sort of stitch that together and paint a complete story to the brand that we can do this. So that is the idea. And how do we do it? Other than this, there are 4 things I would like you to remember that we do and where we can help you. One is exports. We have every in every country there is an Indian embassy, and every Indian embassy has a Invest India desk who is connected with the local players over there. If you are looking to enter the African market, tell us, we'll try our best to connect you to the right people over there. If you are looking at MENA, we'll let you know that India UAE has a CEPA, bilateral agreement which has zero market access for toys. तो अगर आप टॉयज वहाँ बेचोगे तो BCD जीरो। तो ऐसे अगर आप चाहते हो कि for instance Africa is a major market for us, what can we do over there? We'll give you that information, we'll connect you to people over there, and we'll try to sort of facilitate that process for you till that journey for you is normalized. So that is exports. Second is domestic expansion. As I was telling you, if you are looking to go outside of Maharashtra but you have no connects to understand which state you can go to, we'll create a map for you कि इस स्टेट में ये स्कीम है, ये पॉलिसी है, ये सब्सिडी आपको मिल सकती है. मैंने यही काम एलिक्सर के लिए किया है अभी. You put that एलिक्सर स्लाइड इसके बाद. मैंने यही काम एलिक्सर के लिए किया है. अभी 800 करोड़ का प्लांट लगाया है इन्होंने. तो ये हमारे पास आए कि सर हमें एनडीएफ का प्लांट बिठाना है. इन्हें पता नहीं था कहाँ जाना है. ऑलरेडी इनका बड़ौदा में प्लांट है. हमको बोला, हमने एक मैप बनाया उनके लिए कि कहाँ कौन से लेवल इंसेंटिव उनको मिल सकता है. लकीली एपी में गवर्नमेंट चेंज हुआ. जब 800 करोड़ का इतना बड़ा क्वांटम ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट आता है, द मिनिस्टर्स आल्सो टेक नोट, as I'm sure all of you are aware. And I was telling sir, the industries minister met him. They immediately gave him land. But when the MP's chief minister found out, he met him and offered him a better parcel of land, which is very close to his market. So this kind of competition between states to give you the best incentive, that is where we come in. I'm not saying that they couldn't have done this without us. They easily could have. लेकिन मैं आपको एमडी के माउथ का वर्ड कोट कर रहा हूँ. हमें बोला कि हम अगर ये करवाते, वो मैपिंग हम केपीएमजी से करवाते, 20 लाख रुपए लगते. आपने हमें फ्री में कर दिया. हम अगर बिना आपके जाते हमें 1 साल लगते. अभी 3 महीने में इनका एलओआई साइन हो गया मालनपुर में एमपी में. तो इफ यू हैव अ वॉइस विद इन द गवर्नमेंट, it always helps. I'm sure all of you are very well connected, but having someone who is constantly following up for you, that is where we come. So that is the second part. Third part is, if you have any policy recommendations, not individual company, but as AFMT. For instance, if an individual company comes and tells me that the rate of interest in banks is very high, I can't do anything. But if AFMT comes to me and gives me a representation that the furniture industry is saying that somehow the bank rates for all the industry at large is high, I'll put forth that to the IS officer, the Joint Secretary Ministry of Commerce, who directly looks at the furniture sector. Because we work with him directly on every sector that we are saying, furniture ho gaya ya toys ho gaya. The person who makes the law, we are in touch with him, and we have discussions with him regularly on this. तो अगर आप लोगों को एज अ इंडस्ट्री लग रहा है कि कुछ वी कैन इम्प्रूव फ्रॉम अ रेगुलेटरी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, यू कैन गिव अस अ सबमिशन एंड वील ट्राई. हमारे हाथ में चेंज करना नहीं होता है, लेकिन हमारे हाथ में वो नॉइज क्रिएट करना होता है कि बार बार हम उनको बोले, हम उनको रिप्रेजेंटेशन दे बोले, और वो आपके लिए वो प्रूफ पॉइंट्स क्रिएट करे, एविडेंस क्रिएट करे कि क्या फायदा होगा अगर ये हो जाए एज एन इंडस्ट्री, नॉट ओनली फॉर द इंडस्ट्री बट फॉर द गवर्नमेंट एज वेल. क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट अपना रेवेन्यूज के बारे में सोचती है, तो गवर्नमेंट एक्सचेंजर को क्या फायदा होगा प्लस आप लोगों को. सो वी हेल्प क्रिएट एंड बोल्स्टर योर claims in front of the right stakeholders, right officials who make the policy. And lastly, these are the broad pieces. So domestic manufacturing, exports, policy advocacy, and if you are looking, and the last piece, of course, I know this was a very, short notice पे ज़्यादा rush हो गया चीज़ें, लेकिन इससे better करेंगे हम, where I bring you companies like these who are looking to source, and we can have a very fruitful discussion कि क्या चाहिए उनको, क्योंकि मैंने ये पहले भी करवाया और ये आज थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो गया, लेकिन ये जनरली नहीं होता है, और इससे फार बेटर तरीके से हम ऑर्गेनाइज करेंगे एफएमटी के साथ. तो ये 4 चीज़ों में हम हेल्प करते हैं. आई होप आप लोग को ऐसा लगे कि ऐसा ना लगे कि आना बेकार हो गया. We have also traveled from Delhi to meet you, and we hope to work with you in the long run.
But don't look at the audience. You carry your power and deliver what you are here for.
Yeah.
So
So
that will make no sense.
that is it.
Because
for
now
me.
we are already invested.
So that is it for me. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer it. If I don't know the answer, I'll find it out for you.
Thank you, Rohit and Ratika. think it was a lovely presentation and a lot of our doubts have been cleared. Now, let's start with our presentation. The first speaker today and the company is Decorative, Divyesh Savlati. आ जाओ ना कंपनी के बारे में